Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, volleyball fans of all ages, welcome to another live broadcast here on YouTube. I am Jonathan, and we are still coming to you live from the Madfog Sports Complex Arena, Barn, Hair Care and Tire Center, whatever they call it here in Plano, Texas. This is day number two of the Holiday Kickoff Classic, and you are looking at your Texas Image 18 Black versus Premier 18 Black, Dallas Premier 18 Black to be exact. Both teams are in their black jerseys today. As such, since Dallas Premier is on the far side and their jersey color is primarily all black with the exception of a little bit of pop and white on the sleeves, their color is just going to be black. And we've got some red and blue, and the lovely Gianna is wearing her reds for lib, so the color for Texas Image will be red today. You see more red on them popping through than you do anything else. So those are the colors. Texas Image is of course going to be on your close side, Dallas Premier on the far side. If that changes later, then we'll see. This is gold bracket play, and this is of course bracket play. That means best 2 out of 3 sets, with that third set being first to 15 if absolutely necessary as a tiebreaker. The winner of this game will go on to the winning side of the bracket to face off against Madfog. The loser of this game will go to the back half of the bracket and play one United. You're only guaranteed 2 games today. You're not guaranteed anything beyond that. So win or lose, you're going to get at least 2 games. Your opening lineup for Texas Image, you've got starting off in your back right, number 13. Excuse me. Garcia, number 5. Emato, that's going to be switching out for number 6. Ramos, number 8. Baptiste going to the front. You've got number 9. Hill, number 7. Bradley, and number 15, Sheffield. Premier will start off serving in this set number 1. Here we go. Ramos on the serve receive. Hill attacking. Ramos has that big overpass at the net. Bradley on the assist. Premier there to hit the ball down. Texas Image cannot recover. That's a point for Premier, 1-0. Service error from Premier is an easy point for Texas Image, 1-all. Serving for Texas Image, number 15, Jaden Sheffield. Good serve. Here's a back row attack. Short. Ramos makes a dive for it, but just cannot pick it up. That's a point for Premier, 2-1. Premier over Image. Ramos on the serve receive. Baptiste attacking. That is a good attack and kill. Premier get their hands on it, but it drops down on their back half. They can't recover it. Point Image, 2-all. Now serving from Texas Image, number 6, Gianna Ramos. Tip, defense from Hill. Premier can't recover it. That's a point for Texas Image, 3-2. Texas Image taking the lead. Here's an attack. Hill's got it up. Garcia pushes to Baptiste with a tip. On the attack, off the block, Garcia's got it up. Ramos assisting. Hill attacks. Cross court. They keep it alive. Oh! The hitter for Premier was going to go attack the ball, but slid on the net and was down. She's not injured. That's good, but that's going to be a point for Texas Image, making that 4-2. Lib to lib, good reception. On the attack, Sheffield gets it up, gets over the hands of Garcia. Sheffield gets it up, but no one can get to it close enough to save it. That's a point for Premier. 4-3, Texas Image. Ramos had a short little scoring run of 2 points for Texas Image on her serve. Baptiste on the serve receive. Garcia pushes over the Hill. Hill attacks, gets over the net, no block. Tip. Garcia gets her hands on it, rolls off her fingers. Sheffield is just a bit too far forward and can't save it. It's a point for Premier for all. Baptiste has hands forward on the serve receive. Garcia sends it right back to Baptiste. Baptiste attacks. Libero gets a piece of it. They keep it alive. Free ball. Hill's got it. Back to Hill from the setter with the tip. Garcia's got it. Ramos on the assist. Baptiste attacks. On the attack, Ramos, beautiful dig. Girls converging, no one talking. Looked like Baptiste made a judgment call there at the last possible second, but as I said, it was last possible second, so they couldn't make anything of it. That's a point for Premier. 5-4, Premier first to 5. Sheffield in the serve receive. Garcia to Baptiste with the push. On the attack, oh, Sheffield gets a hand for it. Looks like they were on the attack trying to cross or cut between 5 and 6. Sheffield makes a dive for it, but just cannot save it. Point, Premier, 6-4. Premier on top by 2. Timeout, Texas Image. Good use of a timeout here. You're not going to have a lot of wiggle room. This is the gold bracket, and you gotta fix mistakes and mitigate that as soon as possible. I mean, you do have that saving grace of if you lose that first set, you can try to win that second set to force it to 3, but no one wants to be in that position, so you got to fight for every point. Premier taking full advantage of this timeout. Getting back into it, this is set number 1, 6 serving 4. Texas Image has used 1 timeout in this first set. Premier serving Texas Image. Baptiste on the serve receive. Garcia a little bit sluggish there, but gets it up. Baptiste pushes over the net, but the ball is sent out. That is a point for Premier. 7-4 advantage Premier. Here's the serve. Ramos has it up. Garcia pops high. Hill attacks. That attack is long out. Hits a tripod in the back. Drops the camera. That's a point for Premier. 8-4. That is the risk of recording. Perfect can be set up on the court. Hill has that serve receive. Garcia pops high to Baptiste. Baptiste attacks. It gets off the block. Still playable. Here's a cross attack. Sheffield has it up. Hill. Tip. Garcia to Emato. Ramos was there. Emato gets a tip, but it looks like it was blocked by Premier and dropped down on Texas Image's side, making that 9-4 Premier. Hill getting aced on that serve receive. Point, Premier, 10-4. Premier first to 10. Checking in for Texas Image. Number 3, Jessa Hoda. In for number 9, Jordan Hill. Ramos on the serve receive. Garcia to Hoda. Hoda on the attack. That is almost 2 touches. Free ball short. Garcia got it up. Ramos on the assist. Bumping to Baptiste. Baptiste tips. It's in the net. They cannot save it. That is a point for Texas Image, making that 10-5 Premier. Now serving for Texas Image, number 3, Jessa Hoda. It's a beautiful serve right to the lid. Here's a tip. Tip is cross court from the middle, which was sent out. No touches being called. Point Texas Image, 10-6 Premier. Ramos, beautiful dig. Garcia pops it to Baptiste. Baptiste missing on the attack. It is low, doesn't even get close to the tape. That is a point for Premier, 11-6. Texas Image having a very, very difficult time getting on a scoring run. Ramos on the serve receive. Garcia back sets to Hoda with a roll shot over the net. Short attack. Baptiste has it up. Garcia to Sheffield with the back row attack. That attack from Premier sent out. No touches being called. It's a point for Texas Image, 11-7 Premier. Now serving for Texas Image, number 8, Winter Baptiste. Beautiful serve. Sheffield punishing them for that overpass. On the attack, Baptiste has it up. Garcia pushes the Sheffield. Sheffield attacks. That attack sent out. No touches being called. That is a point for Texas Image, 11-8 Premier. Defense at the net from Inato, but unfortunately she couldn't recover it when it got through. That's a point for Premier. 12-8. Checking in for Texas Image, number 1, Kat Mathis, in for number 8, Winter Baptiste. The back row of Texas Image is stacked with defenders. Texas Image might need it, but having a difficult time scoring offensive points off Premier. Premier talking to the R1 for some reason. Premier serving. Hoda on the serve receive. Beautiful attack from Sheffield. Calling a point for Texas Image, calling Premier over the net, illegal attack. That is a point for Texas Image, 12-9. I got a mismatch on the scoreboard, so I'll check here in a second. That is a point for Premier, 13. I believe it should be 13-9. I can't see the scoreboard, so we're going to back it down to what I can see, 13-8. Mathis on that serve receive. Garcia to Sheffield. Sheffield attacks. That is a good attack and kill for Texas Image, making that 13-9. Checking in for Texas Image, number 9, Jordan Hill, into number 3, Jessica Hoda. Now serving for Texas Image, number 13, Savannah Garcia. On the attack, Catton diving for it, but could not save it. That is, oh, I hit the wrong one. That is a point for Premier, 14-9. Ramos there for it. Sheffield attacks. That is a good attack and kill for number 15. Jaden Sheffield, point. Texas Image making that 14-10 Premier. Checking back in for Texas Image, number 8, Winter Baptiste, in for number 1, Kat Mathis. Now serving for Texas Image, number 15, Jaden Sheffield. Defense from Image. That was an easy, telegraphed, broadcast setter dump from Premier. Texas Image did not react. Ball drops down in the donut. That is a point for Premier. 15-10. Premier first to 15. An ace for Premier. 16-10. Service error from Premier is an easy point for Texas Image. 16-11 Premier. Libero changeup. We got number 5 Emoto coming in for number 7 Bradley. So that number 6 Gianna Ramos can serve. Libero to Libero connection. Libero receives it, but no one reacts to it. That is an easy point for Texas Image and an ace. 16-12 Premier. That was sloppy on Premier's side, but right to the middle that jumped up and smacked it down. Texas Image could not react to it fast enough. That's a point for Premier, 17-12. There's a serve right to Baptiste. Garcia slow to get there. No one calling for help. That is a point for Premier, 18-12. Timeout, Texas Image. Taking their second timeout in set number 1. Not criticizing anyone here, but when I say this, you got to know when to ask for help. This is a team sport. And help each other out. You can't cover all positions all the time by one player. So if something goes wonky, you gotta just have that court awareness, and you gotta say, "Hey, I need help. Someone grab the ball," before it hits the ground. Obviously, I don't know what that huddle was about with Texas Image. It was short and sweet. We are getting back into it. Set number 1, 18-12. Premier leading Texas Image in this first set and serving. Sheffield on the serve receive. Attack from Baptiste is good. Free ball. Ramos to Garcia to Emoto, missing on the attack in the net. That's a point for Premier, 19-12. Ramos on the serve receive. Hill attacks, it's blocked. Ramos on the recovery. Baptiste to Garcia with the blind free ball. On the middle, attack. Ramos is there for it on the dig, while Baptiste attacks. Defense up the net from Baptiste and Emoto. Premier pushes it back over the net. Garcia looks like she was the only one that was there, but couldn't save it. That's a point for Premier, 20-12. Hill has hands for it. Ramos on the assist. Hill attacks. Off the block, Garcia's there digging it up. Ramos on the assist. Baptiste attacks cross court. Ramos has it up. Here comes Hill. Through the block. Blind free ball to Texas Image, and it is out. No touch is being called. Point Texas Image, 20-13. Premier checking in for Texas Image. Number 3, Jessa Hoda in for number 9, Jordan Hill. Now serving for Texas Image. Number 3, Jessa Hoda. Hoda has that up from that beautiful dig. Baptiste with the tip. That is a good tip, but the R1 is going to override it. I disagree with that R1. That line ref is looking right there. I was looking right there. That ball was definitely in, but the R1 overrode the line ref, calling a point for Premier, 21-13. Bad call. Sheffield has the serve receive. Baptiste attacks. They shake it out on the attack. That is a point for Texas Image, 21. Well, now the scoreboard's reading 22. Forgive me, I can't. No, the official scoreboard is reading 21. I'm right. I can see 21. I've got 2 different scoreboards I'm looking at. Now it's 21-15. Timeout. Premier. I'm going to see if I can get a peek at the official scoreboard while we're on this timeout. Official scoreboard has been updated. It is 21-15. This is Texas Image serving. Premier has used 1 timeout in this set number 2. They have 1 timeout remaining with number 8, Baptiste serving for Texas Image. Here's the attack. Gets through the block. Sheffield misses it on the dive. That is a point for Premier, 22-15. Nope, we're going to call that back. 21-16. Miss on the tip is a point for Texas Image, making that 21-17 Premier. That's a 3-point scoring run for Texas Image. Can we keep it up? Here comes the cross attack. Ramos gets it up, but it is a wonky pass into the net. That is a point for Premier, 22-17. Checking in for Texas Image, number 1, Kat Mathis, into number 8, Winter Baptiste, ending a 3-point scoring run for Texas Image. Hoda has it serve received. Garcia to Emato with the tip. On the attack. Ooh. That was a good kill. Number 3 Hoda and number 1 Mathis crossed, and it kind of like landed right on top of him. That was, I'm not sure what that was, but that was a point for Premier, 23-17. Premier 2 away from victory in this first set. Hoda has that serve receive. Here comes Sheffield on the attack. It's through the block, and it drops down. Let's get a pack kill for number 15, Jaden Sheffield. Point, Texas Image, 23-18. We've got number 7, Bradley, coming in for number 6, Ramos, so that number 5, Christina Emato, can serve for Texas Image for the libero change-up. Here's the serve. On the attack, Mathis. Good reaction, sending the ball right back to him. In the donut, Hoda tries to pancake it up, but couldn't get there in time. That is a point for Premier, making that 24-18. Set point, Dallas Premier. Mathis on the serve receive. Bradley with a tip over the net. Back row attack. Ramos has it up. Garcia and Mathis. Ramos free ball it over. Hoda. Garcia. Sheffield attacking. They shake it out. They cannot recover it. That is a good point for Texas Image, making it 24-19. Set point 2, Dallas Premier. Checking in for Texas Image, number 9, Jordan Hill, in for number 3, Jessa Hoda, now serving for Texas Image. Number 13, number 13, Savannah Garcia. As soon as the R2 we're getting a lineup validation over there on Dallas Premier. Looks like Dallas Premier may be out of rotation. Hard to tell. While Texas Image is standing by for substitution. All right, we're at set point 2 for Dallas Premier, 24-19 with Texas Image serving, and that is a service error from Texas Image, making that set point. Dallas Premier, 25-19, Premier over Texas Image in set number 1. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back with you with set number 2. All right, Texas Image family, we are getting set back up for set number 2. Texas Image 18 black versus Dallas Premier 18 black. Premier, unfortunately, besting Texas Image in that first set, 25-19. Texas Image putting up a very good fight. Texas Image must pull out a win here to force it to a third tie-breaking set. If Texas Image falters in this set number 2, that will put us on the back half of that bracket, and we will then go to face One United later on in the day. If we manage to pull out a win in this set and in the third tie-breaking set, then we will go on to the front side of the bracket and we will face off against Madfogs. Texas Image will start off serving in this set number 2. Ball on the court, so stand by one. With number 13, Savannah Garcia serving for Texas Image. On the attack, blocked by Sheffield, but unfortunately going through their hands and landing on Image's side of the court. That's a point for Dallas Premier, making that 1-0. That was Baptiste on the serve receive. Free ball from Ramos over the net. My brain short-circuited there. Ramos has hands for it. Sheffield attacks. It's blocked. Ramos has the dig up. Hill attacking. Oh, Ramos getting on it with the attack, but unfortunately shaking the ball out. That is a point for Premier, 2-0. Baptiste on the serve receive. Sheffield attacking. Hill attacks. That attack is being called out. No touch is being called. Point Premier, 3-0. We got number 3, Gus Ahoda, that came in for number 9, Jordan Hill. Sheffield on the serve receive. What did I say? Sheffield. Baptiste on the serve receive. Sheffield attacks. That attack is a good attack. Point, Texas Image, 3-1. Premier. Now serving for Texas Image, number 15, Jaden Sheffield. Beautiful serve and an ace. Point, Texas Image, 3-2, Premier. That is another point for Texas Image, making it 3-all. Here's the attack off the block. Push over the net. Hoda has it. Ramos to Baptiste with an attack cross court. Punt. Baptiste has it. Bradley attacks. Ramos. Baptiste crosses, and it is long and out. No touch is being called. Point Premier, 4-3. We've got a lot of attack options. I just wish some of these attacks would go down the line and not go cross court. We seem to cross almost all the time. Sheffield with serve receive, overpass off the net, but playable, a little bit of net play between Bradley and Premier. Premier cannot return it. That is a point for Texas Image, 4-all. Number 5, Emito in for number 7, Bradley, so that number 6, Gianna Ramos, can serve for Texas Image. Libero to libero link up. Here's the attack. That attack is long and out. No touch is being called. Point Texas Image, making that 5-4. Texas Image first to 5. Sheffield has a big overpass up the net. Hoda there with the recovery. Sheffield with the assist. Free ball from Ramos. Tip. Garcia getting nailed on that tip. That is a point for Premier, 5-all. Sheffield has the service. He overpassed at the net. Premier was going to smack it down, but it doesn't look like it was necessary because the ball hit the tape and then dropped. Point Premier, 6-5. Hoda on the service. Garcia bumps to Emito with the tip. They tap it down. Emito recovers, but it's in the net. That's a point for Premier, making that 7-5. Premier over Texas Image by 2. Sheffield on the service. Garcia keeps it alive. Push. We're calling a point on Premier, calling 2 touches on Texas Image. 8-5. Premier. Advantage Premier. Timeout Texas Image. Getting back into it, this is set number 2. Texas Image has used 1 timeout in set 2. This is 8 serving 5. Premier serving Texas Image. Ramos has the service. Garcia pops it to Hoda. Hoda attacks. And that is a good attack kill to number 3. Jessa Hoda. Point. Texas Image. 8-6. Premier. Now serving for Texas Image, number 3, Jessa Hoda. Here's a cross attack down the line in the pipe, but it is long and out. No touch is being called. They're giving a point to Image, 8-7 Premier. Tip. Hoda runs up there trying to pick up that tip, but she just cannot save it. That is a point for Premier, making that 9-7. Just like in the first set, Texas Image is having a hard time getting on a scoring run. I think their maximum scoring run that they had in set number 1 was a 3-point scoring run. Looks like they were going to do that again. We had some sort of thing going on with a Madfog player on the court or something like that. Replay. Hoda to Garcia to Hoda with a free ball. Hoda's got hands for it. Ramos bumps to... Baptiste hitting the antenna. That's a point for Premier. 10-7. 7, Premier first to 10. Ramos has the serve receive. Garcia pushes to Baptiste with an attack. That was a good kill down the pipe, right down the line from Premier. Absolutely nobody there for it. Point Premier 11-7. Amato on the serve receive. Baptiste attacking. That is a good attack kill for number 8, Winter Baptiste. 11-8. Premier. On the attack, that was a good attack split between 5 and 6. Point Premier 12-8. Checking in for Texas Image, number 1, Cat Mathis, in for number 8, Winter Baptiste. Ooh, Hoda getting aced on that serve receive, rolling off the fingers. Point Premier 13-8. Just an oopsie. High float serve. Hoda's got it. Ramos pancakes it. Hoda pushes over the net. Hoda has hands for it. Tip from Minato. Sheffield, Ramos. Sheffield attacks high. That attack from Premier did not break the tape. That's a point for Texas Image, making that 13-9. Premier checking in for Texas Image, number 7, Bradley in for number 6, Ramos. So that number 5, Christina Emato can serve. Here's a tip. That tip is down in that back right corner. Absolutely nobody there for it. That is a point for Premier, 14-9. That is a point for Texas Image, making that 14-10. Garcia serving. Beautiful serve. That attack from Premier sent out. No touches being called. That's a point for Texas Image. 14-11 Premier. On the attack, Garcia's got it. Ramos on the assist. Sheffield attacks. Ribeiro picks it up. Here's the attack. Ramos making a dive for it, but it sneaks right past her. That's a point for Premier. 15-11 Premier, first to 15. Here's the serve from Premier. Sheffield's got it up. Garcia to Bradley with the roll shot. Defense at the net from Bradley and Hoda, but it sneaks right past him. That's a point for Premier, making that 16-11. Timeout, Texas Image. Texas Image will use their second timeout in this set, number 2. Premier has yet to use a timeout in the set number 2. They're not terribly far behind. They can recover from this, but they're gonna have to fight for it. Getting back into it, this is (16) serving 11. Texas Image is out of timeouts. Ramos on the serve receive. Garcia pushes to Sheffield. Sheffield attacks. They shake it out. That is a good attack and kill for number 15, Jaden Sheffield. 16-12, Premier. Checking back in for Texas Image, number 8, Winter Baptiste, in for number 1, Kat Mathis. Now serving for Texas Image, number 15, Jaden Sheffield. Overpass at the net. Hoda goes up to try to defend against it, but just couldn't make anything of it. That's a point for Premier. 17-12. Sheffield on the serve. Ramos has it. Garcia pushes to Baptiste with an attack. Sheffield. Garcia. Bradley attacks. They cannot save it. That is a point for Texas Image, making that 17. I'm going to have to check the scoreboard. Here's the attack. That is a point for Premier, making that 18. I'm going to have to see if that's 18-14 or 18-13. Score is 18-14. Here's the serve, but Texas Image drops it, so we're going to update that to 19. Did I lose access to my scoreboard? Nope. 19-14. Hoda on that serve receive, overpass off the net. Garcia digs it up. Hoda attacks. Oh, that was a good attack and kill, making that 20-14. Texas Image first to 20. Hoda on that serve receive. Garcia pushes to Baptiste with a roll shot over the net. That attack sent out. No touches being called. Point. Texas Image 20-15. Premier. There's the serve from Hoda. Sheffield has the dig. Baptiste with the tip. They let it drop, can't recover it. That's a point for Texas Image, making that 20-16 Premier. Hoda continuing her serving run. That is an ace. Point Texas Image, 20-17 Premier. Timeout, Premier. Premier taking their first timeout of this set number 2. Texas Image on a 4-point scoring run, I believe. Getting back into it, Hoda continuing her serving run. Oh, but she tags the side of the net. That is a point for not Texas Image, point for Premier, 21-17 off of a service error from Texas Image. Premier is 4 points away from victory. Ramos on that serve receive. Baptiste attacks. They shank it, but save it. Just kidding. They do not. That is a point for Texas Image, 21-18. Premier. Not 21 is what the scoreboard's reading. I'm sorry about the scoreboard thing. I could barely see the scoreboard, and I'm getting secondary scoreboards. It's a mess. But here's that attack, and that is definitely making that a 21 for Premier. 21-18 on that beautiful attack. Checking in for Texas Image, number 1, Cat Mathis, in for number 8, Winter Baptiste. That R2 doesn't pay attention to squat, I swear. Spends more time looking at the table than anything else. Here's the serve. Hoda has that big. Garcia one-hands it over the net. Oh, Mathis is there for it, but just couldn't get it up. That's a point for Premier, 22-18. Good kill from Premier, and I'm seeing now 23-18 on the scoreboard, so I don't know what the score is. We'll find out in a minute. Ramos is there. Garcia to Sheffield on the attack. That is a good attack and kill, making it, I guess, 23-19. Yep, 23-19. The R2 is a little bit on the rounder side, so it's kind of hard to see around him. We got number 5, Christina Emato, serving for Texas Image. Defense from Bradley, point, Texas Image, 23-20, Premier.
Let's go, Premier!
Service error from Image is a point for Premier, making that match point, 24-20, Dallas Premier. Ramos, oh no, getting aced on that service receive. That is match point, 25-20, Premier over Texas Image in set number 1. Thank you very much for joining us. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the bell icon, turn on all notifications so you never miss another live broadcast or upload to the channel. I'm Jonathan. We will see you for the next game, which is going to be Texas Image versus One United. Reminding you, don't spay and neuter your, well, scratch that. Spay and neuter your pets, not your children. We'll see you for the next game. Let's go, Texas Image. We are family.